Okay, in this lesson I'll show you how to create a snowman just with primitive types alone. That's the perspective viewport, and I want to go back to the standard primitives and using the sphere create a sphere there. Then let's go back to the other viewports. Okay, so we have a sphere there. I'm gonna move it in the front viewport, move it a little bit up here. Now, how do we copy this object? Okay. The way to copy this object is to keep your shift key on your keyboard pressed, and then move this upwards. Okay, that creates a clone object. Now you want it to be copied because then this new object will be separate, will be independent from the parent object. So keep it that way, copy. You can name it if you like. Press OK, and that's a separate object. Right, delete that. If I create, okay, again shift and move that, an instance is, if I scale that, sorry, okay, an instant object is unique, so that when you change an object, say if you add an edit poly on it, the top object also follows it, so it's just an instance, but we don't want that, right? So we're going to create just a copy of the object. Okay, after that just use that to scale it, okay, and then move it a little bit lower, select both, change the color to white. Okay, sorry, that should be a front viewport. So we have a sort of a something similar to Snowman, a little bit smaller. Okay, again. Then we want to create another sphere for the eyes. So in the front viewport, zoom in with your scroll button. Maybe over here create something like an eye. Okay, color it black and move it just around here, but see, you can't see it because it's within the bigger object, so move it forward on your front viewport. Okay, front viewport. And now I also want to copy that, so shift, with that object selected, press the shift key and move your sphere to copy it. That's the eye. Now we want to create the nose, so we would like to use the cone. Okay. From the front viewport, maybe it's easier to see it here, about that big, and then okay. So let's see it here. That's closer. Not perfect, so I'm going to go to the modify panel and change the radius to 0, and we don't need so many segments, right? So I'm gonna make it smaller, and again move it outwards, and then move it here. Okay, a little bit too small. Move it further out and scale it. Now scaling, you can scale in one direction only. Okay, let's scale it this way. So this should be a carrot, so let's make it orange color. So we have a part of a snowman. Now if we select the whole thing and go to group and group them, they become one. Okay, you can ungroup them later. That's how you group things together. So once you've grouped it, you can then, okay, shift and move it to create another one, make it a little bit smaller, and also shift press shift, sorry, move it slightly. It's processing now. And then create another one and make it smaller. Okay, so 3 versions of the same thing. That's it.